on monkeypox, we learned in the last 24 hours that the Department of Health and Human Services failed to ask that the bulk of the stocks of the vaccine that it already owned be bottled for distribution quickly enough. And does the president feel like his administration and the Department of Health and Human Services in particular has acted with enough urgency to confront this monkeypox?
So I want us to take a step back on this because this is really important, and I know that many folks have questions about this, and we are going to do everything that we can to end this outbreak. That is our commitment, and that's what we're going to make sure that we do that. So, as you all know, the monkeypox outbreak has evolved rapidly and uniquely from prior outbreaks. So we are in a different, it's a different dynamic than it was the last couple times because monkeypox has been here in this country before. And so we have aggressively responded at different stages of this outbreak. And so just wanted to give you a little bit of that context because it's spreading at different phases here. First, within 2 days of the first confirmed case of monkeypox in the U.S., we began deploying vaccine to states and jurisdictions and pre-positioning tens of thousands of additional doses in the strategic national stockpile. The initial science led us to believe, and this I think will answer your question a little bit, based on recent past monkeypox outbreaks, that those doses would be sufficient to meet the needs of the country, as what we knew at that time, because it's dynamic, it's changing. And so, but however, infectious diseases are dynamic, as I just said, and unpredictable, inherently unpredictable, which is why as soon as we saw that this outbreak was different and transmitting much more rapidly, we quickly moved to order tens of thousands of more doses. So just to give you a little bit of the numbers that we have made more than 1.1 million doses available and shipped more than 600,000 doses. Those are currently out there going into jurisdictions to states. And so, and with more being delivered each day, we also have ordered 5.5 million additional doses, which are helping us get more doses out sooner, knowing that more are on the way. So this is just part of the process and what we have been following the science and making sure that we are rapidly reacting to this, and that's what we've been doing this past couple days.
There is currently a mismatch between the number of doses that the government has in bulk, the number of doses that have been bottled and sent out to state and local authorities, and then the number of doses that are actually needed. Does the president feel like his administration has acted with enough urgency?
I mean, what we're saying to you is that I laid out how dynamic and how rapidly changing this virus has been, and also, you know, HHS just held a press conference and talked about this. That's why we kind of moved the briefing so you all can have a sense to hear directly from them. There was the 600,000 that they talked about. They went from testing capacity from 6,000 to 80,000 a week. That matters as we're trying to make sure we deal with monkeypox, and we're working hand in hand with local authorities to get the resources they need. And so, and as you also know, they took an additional step, which is to announce a public health emergency declaration of monkeypox. And that's important because what that's going to do is going to help accelerate the vaccine production and distribution. This includes new dosing strategies that have the potential to increase the number of available doses by 5-fold. So yes, the president has confidence in HHS, and let's not forget, we just brought on the monkeypox coordinators, the response team, which is going to also make a difference.
And on that front, it does seem like this week you've named a monkeypox coordinator, you've now declared this public health emergency. It seems like the administration is shifting into a higher gear as it relates to responding to this outbreak. And I'm wondering, was there any new information that led to these steps and that higher gear response? Because, you know, the WHO, it was nearly 2 weeks ago that they call this effectively a public health emergency.
I think I answered that in the first question that you asked, which is the dynamic of this of the virus has changed. It's spreading a lot more rapidly than it had in previous times. And when the first 2 cases were known by the CDC back in May, we were meeting the moment at that time, and so now it's it's spreading much more rapidly. The dynamic of it has changed. That tends to happen inherently with viruses, and so this is what we're doing right now to make sure that we are responding to the needs of jurisdictions and states.